I was about to say it'd be cool to have like the beginning roadmap to where emu or what emu actually is. If the message revealed this to be a false thing, or this person back in the day was this or this family, but it don't say it was particularly emu, but emu was a part of this, and that starts our yellow brick road towards that craziness of what actually happened.
Cool though. Emu's already a character that's been around for like what, since the Reverie, before Wano Country. So it feels like at some point we have to kind of reveal what emu is actually about, like what emu's about, why do they do what they do, what their end game is, and so on and so forth. So, and then having that slowly over the course of time be weeded out to us will be great. But I think this is going to be super important in the future if Blackbeard bitches move against emu. So, because Katarina has Jay's form, BB I think wants to actually have that world conquer, like they want the world, which also involves, hey, emu, get off the throne. To me, it's crazy because even though we've all heard about, BB and Shanks, right now BB wants to, I think, tackle the elders and emu. That's the play.
Yeah,
I agree.
Emu getting ambushed by somebody in the being.
No, because I think no, I think Blackbeard is falling for the for the trap that's being set up.
Trap? What trap?
By emu.
Because if you
emu knows his existence.
If you take a step back, emu's been planning this longer than Blackbeard's been alive, and it's like emu knows more about like what Blackbeard has like inside of him when it comes to that darkness fruit, and what it's like Blackbeard is another piece. Emu looks at
because
Blackbeard
of Saturn
as
talking about
on the board,
talking about him with Katarina and Van Augur, like he knew like what Blackbeard was. So there's a possibility that the other Gorosei know, and emu knowing about what he actually is.
And also, how serious are they taking BB? Because when we see emu with all those pictures, we have Luffy cut up, same with BB, and same with Shirahoshi. Only Vivi's like remaining, and then he kills a Vivi. So I think emu's more concerned about Vivi than emu's concerned about Blackbeard. And
Vivi seems more personal to emu because of that connection of.
Okay, but all the more reason to say what trap, like what trap, bro?
Because right. You have him trying to become like a part of the world government in some sort of way, and he's trying to use Garp as like a leveraging tool. And now that he has Saturn, he's gonna probably just like manipulate that in some sort of way.
For emu, when looking at emu, how emu goes after Luffy, how emu and the girls are going after Luffy, they have a tactic. Okay, do this. With Blackbeard, they see Blackbeard likes to sneak people, do this. Blackbeard may think he has the upper hand by having this form, but they're gonna let him feel comfortable by saying, okay, but not by saying, but by letting this happen. Let him feel comfortable. Let him come to us. He thinks he's gonna have this, and this, but when he gets here, that's when we get Blackbeard. We don't need to go chase him. He's gonna come to us in due time. That's his motto. That's his MO. Literally.
Wait, hold on, time out. What are you? Okay, first of all, real quick, Flame Force on chat. No, I'm not in denial that he could be the final boss. He's one of my options. I have 3 options for that. It's either emu, BB, or Shanks. That's it. 1, 2. Like we seen before. Look, no. Because it doesn't make any sense for emu to have any sort of, outside of what they said, outside of what Shanks said, to emu, to the Gorosei, I don't see how they would even have preparations or plans. Because even when Katarina pulled up, they didn't know about that. They didn't know about him being there. 1, Katarina and the company. 2, he was shocked. He was shocked, or he was confused as to why Katarina was touching him in the first place. What's going on here? Because they have a different, how they go about shit is different. They want their country to be a world government country. True, that's facts. But they probably assume that they want to be subservient. Nah.
The Gorosei to emu though aren't the same thing. Emu as a singular thing is something on a completely different level than even what we're seeing with them, and that's the combat stuff. The lore stuff, emu is more of a sacred thing than the Gorosei. The Gorosei are acting figures.
Okay, like right now, think about this, right? They have to go through all this stuff, and then we know they're gonna fail because that's what the Nestor says. After they fail, they're gonna be in so much chaos and turmoil that there's no time or plan to take on, unless they have like some sort of crazy Chinese Manhwa formation around the entire Holy Land, and then once he steps in their shit, He's gonna be sealed in some sort of 1,000-year prism. There is no way they have a plan for Blackbeard. No way, no shot.
And the God Knights.
It's not like it's a combat type of thing. It's more of like it's like a plan level. It's like Emu has had hundreds of years to prepare, while his Blackbeard only had like
Prepare for what?
like okay, Blackbeard has a plan, or I don't want to say plan, but he has a goal of wanting to do this. Emu has a plan and a goal just as Blackbeard, but is more completed in that plan and has more, when we look at it as viewers, more logical sense to be this person that carries on in the final.
Wait,
because
for what?
you have more.
He's pretty much trying to say that Emu has a lot of experience being at the top of the world, and he
Sure.
if he got to where he was being like a schemer, then he knows how Blackbeard functions. And then like I want to add on to this, right? After what happened in the Paramount War, and he and Blackbeard like obviously stepped into the light to expose himself, right?
Yeah.
There's a possibility where they did take note of like Blackbeard trying to scheme and whatnot. He betrayed the warlord system and he abused it to get to the point that he wanted to get in the Paramount War, and he got the powers that he wanted to get to at that time. It would be foolish for them to not awareness of like what type of person Blackbeard is.
They are clearly aware of what kind of person he is. That doesn't mean they're gonna stop him, or that means that he's their priority, right? Like, cause think about it. At this point in time, they have 8 countries in open rebellion against them, and then they had to use a super nuclear fusion death ray device to take out Lucia Kingdom, and that was their primary, situation. The Reverie Sabo literally entered their pad and was causing all sorts of chaos. And then you had Limber, Karasu, Morley in the actual headquarters, the main city of the Tenryubito, the Celestial Dragons themselves, causing all sorts of chaos. And Fujitora damn near like defected on the spot to try and save some slaves. Then they have their supply routes being targeted by the Revolution Army. The Rev are gonna be way more important in their picking order than, let's say, Blackbeard. And on top of that, you have, once this message drops, once the leaks drop, it's all, nigga, damn. The leaks are gonna be crazy.
I can kind of see where the debate is coming from. But I feel that up until this point, I don't think Emu has been really leading the world government at all. I think, he's kind of left it up to the Gorosei as far as leading things. Whereas now, I think Emu is going to take into account that all this has happened when he hasn't been sitting on the throne, so to speak, out of his sight. So when this message hits, I think we're going to see full scale Emu step into the limelight. I mean, either if he has to or if he's not, but I think he's going to take the reins from here on out and be more the leader, so to speak.
So you think that now is the time Emu's going to be like the true bona fide leader that Emu should have been, basically? Because now the time is like,
yes,
we have to defend our shit. We have to make sure everything's in order. Now we're going to make our move.
Yes, because I feel that, up until this point, we see Emu, like, he's in this flower garden paradise just chilling with butterflies.
I agree with the first part. The only part that I don't agree that he goes to the front lines just yet. But like how he says the Gorosei were the ones that were really running the government, that from the most part, from what we see, that looks to be true. Like
they're doing what Emu tells them to do.
Yes. But they're doing like the hard work where Emu gets to do stuff more so in the background when it comes to the ancient technology. There's all this other stuff, the more meaningful stuff. And this goes back to, this is why I don't think Blackbeard will have to step up. Emu in the background has more time to research this stuff that he or she's been doing for the past however many years they've been doing it, and then have more access to it than other people that we've seen in the story. Because you still got the God Knights, and then again the Gorosei aren't even dealt with yet. So there's no reason for Emu to still hit the forefronts yet. But outside of that, I agree with what he says.
Like the problem is that, okay, so here's the thing. I don't dispute that Emu has been on top for a minute. I mean, Emu essentially probably won, during the Void Century, and since then has been like establishing its power through the Marines or government over the course of centuries. But Emu isn't, like I said before, I'm assuming like a lot. Emu, there are certain parts of the world that are beyond Emu's control, like the New World. Emu didn't do shit against Whitebeard and Roger during their heyday, and Shiki the Old Lion. Emu didn't try and do shit there, as far as we know. Didn't have the Marines do anything at all, and when Emu could have, or let's say make actual genuine plays, let's say with Saturn or with whoever with the Holy Knights, that ever happened. It's only when like they seem to be losing their global hegemony across the north, south, east, west, losing the Grand Line too, because Lucia Kingdom is a Grand Line country that they used to control, but now it's open rebellion. And now there's 8 of them too, so it feels like that's gonna be way more of the focus for them, because that's where their power is already established. These are the cats that pay them, you know, like those taxes, those high absurd fees.
Yeah, the tributes.
The tributes, right? And then most of the world is already under control, so they have to try and maintain the control they already established for centuries upon centuries. Because maintaining the world has been a hard thing for them to do. And that's part of the reason why they want to get rid of the Shichibukai, the warlords, and have the Seraphim, because Seraphim are in direct control or direct command underneath the Gors, the elders. So it's all about maintaining, maybe even trying to attain more control if they can. Probably in the New World and let's say other like offshoot parts of the planet. But that's all going to shit in real time right now. So, and the Emu seems to be way more concerned about maybe like the Vivi thing, more personal things. And then the girls say do whatever Emu wants to do. Like they act in its stead, but they can only go so far.
Y'all are making it seem like Blackbeard's vision is even bigger than Emu's, and that's why Blackbeard would be able to do all this stuff.
It probably is.
But what I'm trying to say, it could be, but like that discredits everything that Emu has done. Emu has set up a lot of things, and his or her vision has been shown to be bigger than Blackbeard.
But Emu has already won. That's the point. Emu has already won for centuries upon centuries, and now their era is coming to an end. And the BB and Monkey D, and Dragon are going to end the Emu era. I'm not saying it's easy. I'm not saying it's easy.
No, I know you're not saying it's easy. I'm saying that it's not gonna be in the hands of Blackbeard as you have been saying. It's gonna be with multiple people. It's not gonna be just Blackbeard.
No. What I'm talking about is that because he's going to lose ultimately. Yes, I agree. What I'm saying is that this is his attempt. Right now, it seems like he's going to attempt to take down the world government and be the head. He's going to attempt to sit on the true throne. He's going to attempt to take control of whatever the Marines world government have. And like the idea is that from there, we have a massive split in the world government system, where you have those that follow and those that do not follow. Because ultimately, because again, like look at what they're planning right now. What they're planning right now doesn't involve anything with the New World. It involves the Grand Line, the Holy Land.
That's fine for Blackbeard. I honestly think like if he's going to play a part in Mary Joaz and just infiltrate, he's probably gonna take information rather than actually try to usurp Emu from his position, because that wouldn't be a good play for him, because even right now he's not ready for that yet.
I feel like if you look at the story and certain things that happen, like how they say they have been looking for the gum fruit or the Nika fruit, but it shows you they've been actively trying to do stuff. Like with the Mother Flame, they've been actively trying to do stuff with it. Like, and they're on the precipice of getting there, about to do this, about to do that, all types of things. And I feel like Emu ultimately does have a bigger goal than what we actually see now. And but
that would be the last parts of the world Emu doesn't control, the New World. That'd be like the main play, obviously, because right now Emu sits on the throne, the empty throne. So every world government nation, there's like 150 of these nations, bro. And Emu is the supreme like overseer of all of them through the Goro.
Do you think
nobody knows about Emu? Nobody knows about Emu.
Do you think Emu cares to sit above the other races as well? Like, so that's giants, that's every other race that they know about. They know about races, Emu. Emu knows more than just human things. They know about everything more than what we know about.
I don't think the other races matter that much respective to humans, because humans control most of the world. So most territories on the planet are human territories. Like, I don't think it ever mattered. Let's like for example, like Tontada, they used to live in that one place called Greenbit. But Dressrosa was like the main area that they controlled before. Actually, no, they still control because it's actually still World Domination. But let's say Elbaf. They're not gonna control Elbaf. Get out of here.
So
because that's giant territory. Fisher Island is a territory right underneath them, and they don't control Fisherman Island. I don't disagree insofar as does Emu probably want to maintain, at least even try and gain more power in some sense? Probably. But I also kind of have the idea in my mind that Emu is someone that has pretty much reached damn near the pinnacle of the world. Damn near. Maybe not the, but damn near the pinnacle. And the only other things left for Emu to, let's say, try and attain control over would be the parts of the world that it can't. So Fisherman Island, most of the New World, not all the New World, other spots of land here and there across the entire planet. And that'd be like the main end game. I don't think there's like a whole, I'm gonna be Emu and I'm going to mind control every insect across the entire planet so I can be like the de facto overlord. And then I'm gonna go into like the Rook stream and mind control you. Like, I don't know if that's like the idea that Emu wants per se. You could be right though.
Emu is not like NL where he's trying to achieve something higher. Emu's already content with whatever he has. I honestly think that Emu's essentially doing this out of hatred of like the people that he despised all those years ago.
Would you be satisfied with this or not? So having Blackbeard beat the person. So Blackbeard is a character that we've seen as a quote unquote villain for the most part, or anti-hero, or whatever you want to call him. But have him say he beats Emu, the person that's already a villain, that's enslaving people. Now Blackbeard is going to be put in a situation that he's going to pretty much have the world in a similar situation or a worse situation. Would that be more justifiable and people will be happy with, or would it be more happy with Emu beats Blackbeard, somebody who came close to being as villainous as him, because Emu's been around for 300 years. Blackbeard almost beat him, but Emu ultimately gets beaten by the main character, Luffy.
Personally, I lean towards the Pirates. So I'll say, yeah, do it. Take it. BB, take him out for sure. One Piece, I think, is a story about pirates first and foremost. Pirates shaped the era. It's called the Great Pirate Era for a reason. And it feels like pirates matter the most to the main characters themselves. And forces like the Marines and the world government and other auxiliary like let's say bounty hunters, right? I guess they matter. They get weeded out over the course of time because we don't care about them in the grand scheme of things compared to the pirates of the world. So to me, if you have Blackbeard, let's say, do his thing, and he takes on Emu, and then he's still on the throne, but he's ultimately a pirate aiming for, let's say, the One Piece treasure in some way, I'm cool with that. Go for it. Because, because keep in mind that Emu only came in like around chapter 907. BB's been here since chapter 300 something, like since Jaya.
But think about this, bro. It's a villain. How do you say getting justice for people, which it makes no sense. And
wait, whoa. Justice? No, it's about control. Not justice.
So, no. What I'm saying is the decisive moment of Emu getting beaten by somebody, it's justice for the people that's been there ever since Emu's been alive. That person who puts Emu down that first time. If it's Blackbeard, it makes no sense because Blackbeard is just going to do the same thing to the people from what we see. Like, they're going to be in the worst situation.
No.
This is the only justifiable way I can see Blackbeard and it make sense for him to beat Emu. Luffy has to be there, and it has to be like a three-way type of fight, and Blackbeard takes out Emu first in this three-way fight. Other than that, Blackbeard gets no rights to beat Emu.
Wait. Here's the thing, right? You don't have to have a situation where, because I understand Emu has a lot of significance to a lot of the lore of the story. Fair enough, of course. But what matters is the main characters, first and foremost. What's Luffy's job? What's his end game right now? The One Piece treasure. Arguably.
No.
It is.
No, I tell you. No,
How?
his job transitioned to when we found out he was Nika. His job transitioned to liberating the world.
No,
because that's not freedom.
That's
right?
not what
Yeah,
Luffy's,
Luffy.
personally.
No. So Luffy himself as always said before, that he does want to be a hero. He's not a hero.
Right.
Don't call him a hero.
But
Luffy's dream. Luffy has a very selfish dream, and that dream is to find the One Piece treasure. And then afterwards, there's gonna be a dream after, like whatever's gonna happen after. Let's say a party after that. That'll be that, and that'll be that. If the world gets saving, it's a byproduct of Luffy doing what he wants to do. The only force that is actively trying to save the world are the Rev. They're the only ones. The Rev.
The treasure at this point, it's the grand prize, but it's not the prize now. Knowing that he's Nika, he's the embodiment of the.
I mean,
wait, because think about this: the weight that he has on his shoulder, just from the perspective of the characters that we see, like when we see the flashback of Bonnie, Kizaru and them dancing around and stuff, and then you see the betrayal, or not the betrayal, but Kizaru having to kill this person. This is a one perspective of one person that believe in Nika. We have so many other races that believe in Nika's return and all this. That treasure is secondhand to all this other stuff.
The treasure has like some importance and value to the lore
world
as well.
Probably, yeah, and then also to humans too. And then the character's objectives matter the most here too. Luffy, because you're prescribing too much Nika onto Luffy. Where Kaido asks him, who are you? He says, I'm Monkey D. Luffy, bro.
Right.
I'm gonna be king of the pirates. Full stop. I am going to be king of the pirates. I don't care about, I need to save the North Blue. I need to save the South Blue. I need to save it. No. I am going to be king of the pirates. Nothing else matters to me in the grand scheme of things. Full stop. That's Luffy.
Luffy's dream, whatever it is, have a party with the world, feed the whole, whatever it is.
Right.
That's what he cares about. But if that requires him to liberate the world, that's just a side effect. He does not actually care about that.
Right. That's why, like, when we see like what happens in the story, the forces that target the world government and rings the most are the Rev, and the ones that target the Yonko, the pirates, are Luffy and company. Like, there are different factions here, and it's very, very clear that, I mean, and maybe not clear per se, but because maybe, let's say in the future, we'll see Luffy fight Inu at some point. Maybe. It's possible. I'm not saying it's not possible. But I'm just saying also that the pirate that cares the most about the world is Blackbeard. If Shanks was the one to try and warn the world government about Blackbeard's motives to try and take down the world government, which, mind you, the world government and what they control doesn't mean all to the New World. The New World, they don't give a damn. They're cut off. They do their own thing. They have their own parties, right? They just chill, right? And that's how it's been. But if BB comes in with the forces that EU has at their disposal, because BB ultimately won the throne, the true throne, then that can work too. Because it all depends on where you put the picking order of the One Piece itself. And according to Oda, he said in an interview too, once treasure is found, the story's over, essentially. Like, the One Piece matters the most. Like, the One Piece matters, it's like the quintessential, like, most important thing. The One Piece treasure. Once it's found, the story is damn near done. Like, that's it.
I kind of get what he's saying, in terms of, like, he's saying that Luffy, or calling out Luffy as, like, the treasure. At least I think that's what you were saying. But
in a way,
with the fact that, like, the difference is that I think Sega's coming at it from the perspective of, you know a lot more than the characters in the story. Like, Luffy doesn't even know who Nika is. Luffy has no idea what Nika is. He doesn't even describe himself as that. Whenever they asked him, like, yo, what's that white form? And he was like, that's when I'm the freest.
Right.
He doesn't use those types of terms. So, I mean,
like him
when they said,
god,
you're Nika, he said,
matter.
who's that?
Right,
he just doesn't care.
Listen, I'm keeping it a stack. There's a good chance that we get the whole Void Century flashback, and Luffy is knocked the frick out of sleep. Like,
oh my god.
He for sure would be asleep.
Yeah.
I would love that.
Oh my god, bro. All the Elbaf
like Mommy's Island.
Just like Jinbei's story, remember?
Yeah,
right.
It doesn't matter to him.
Oh, you're right,
I think the only way that Luffy will find these kinds of things out is through the opposition that he's fighting that has knowledge, and they're just talking about it mid-battle with him.
And also, if it stops his dream of, or if it involves or stops him from being One Piece or the Pirate King.
Bonnie's probably going to be the one to tell them who Nika is. I mean, Bonnie has the history. You know, she was told that by Kuma. So if she's able to escape with the pirates, she's definitely going to come up. I mean, you know, she's definitely going to square up with Luffy because Luffy's
tell
who
what
she's
she
been looking
knows,
for.
yeah.
I honestly think Bonnie's gonna tell Luffy more about like Sabo's situation.
Like
Yeah,
He's
Bonnie
gonna
knows
probably
a
remember
little
that
bit.
first.
Yeah, because that's the happen. Because I think that Luffy, what was it, like Sabo is gonna try to have a meeting with Vivi and Luffy, so that's gonna probably matter to, let's say, maybe we have the Emu stuff involved, but that's always gonna fall short compared to, hold on now, I need Pirate King. So no offense to like every other country on the planet, but Pirate King, bro. And then also I think what matters too is that the D clan stuff may be relevant here for, let's say, the Emu stuff, but it is what it is. You get that also through Blackbeard, Emu, D. You get it there too. I remember hearing a theory before about how if the Revolution Army attacks the Holy Land, Blackbeard, like his usual self, during all that chaos, could kind of sweep on in, and then through Katarina's shenanigans, he could try and get like a good shot at Emu's throne. Like honestly, while the Rev are doing their thing, that's very possible.
See you. Bye bye.